Are the mics working? Dude, oh my god, this is so botched.
Guys, welcome back to the Botch Pod. We are fortunate enough to be here in Luxor Steak and Lobster with Tony Deniro, located on the UB North?
It's UB South.
UB South campus on Main and Winsburg. I already forgot that. I made sure. But that's why it's a Botch Pod, all right, guys? And let me give you the quick intro. You guys have low expectations, but our quality is even lower, so let's get right into this.
Shout out Luxor.
Shout out Luxor. They gave us some beautiful seafood plates.
No, chicken rolls.
These are chicken rolls.
Yeah, they got seafood rolls, chicken rolls.
Chicken rolls.
They're really known for the steak and lobster. That's what we came here for tonight.
Okay.
Steak and lobster, man, at the Luxor, man.
They also have beautiful, really nice, comfy seats here. I couldn't be happier. This is the most comfortable I've been doing a podcast. This is great. These are nice. They're elevated.
Trying to talk like
in about 40 minutes when I put a couple more down.
Yes.
So
We're here with the one and only
the one and only
Tony Deniro.
Tony Deniro, and I'm here with the one and only Buffalo ass Buck.
right there.
Yes.
Big Tone, Little Tone.
Tailgate
Kenny
Tone, Big Tone.
Tailgate Tone and Big Tone, baby.
Tag Team Tones is in the building tonight.
What you got going on tonight?
Man, it was a busy day, but I'm not going to say much. I'm going to plead no comment on that. I have to. No comment.
I appreciate you linking us up tonight. You
Yeah,
know what
no
I'm saying?
doubt, man.
I know you're a busy man. So
No, man, I wanted to do this,
appreciate
man. It was just finding time when I'm back in town, and now we're here and we're getting it done for the Bills Mafia family, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into your story a little bit.
Okay.
Well, before we do that, hold on. Let's get in for the people who don't know, listening at home and maybe watching at home. What do you do, and basically, what position do you run? We know you're linked up with certain people, but I'll let you explain that and everything to them.
Okay, all right. So I'm the manager for Benny the Butcher's music label, BSF, the Black Soprano Family. It's a Buffalo-based music label. I'm his manager for that. I'm also his point guy, his day-to-day guy. I'm normally, doing whatever we got to do to get the job done, whether it's driving, making the call, situating certain stuff. I do a lot of different roles, but overall, it's just, Mr. Get the job done, man. We get the fucking job done. We know somebody for anything, and that's what we do, man. We just are expanding and, and working at the same time,
Cool. So you're the guy that Benny goes to if he needs something done and he doesn't have the time, type of thing. And you know what? Maybe anybody really.
Yeah, he's got, and there's a few of us like me, so I'm not going to take all the credit because I don't like to toot my own horn. Benny sometimes introduces me as his secret weapon. So I like to stay the secret weapon and not the, front street weapon.
You're right.
But that's one of the roles. Another role is we do everything BSF. We have a sports agency called Big Sports Firm. Same thing, it's owned by me, City Boy Benny, and our boy Jake, our brother Jake. And we're looking to kick that off this year a little more. So we're probably going to start off small, just maybe doing merch for some of the guys that we already have good relationships with. But same thing, try to get them deals, sponsorships, stuff like that. Okay. You probably see our boy Deion Dawkins with one of these, the big snowman.
I've seen it.
Got the same one, but that's the family thing. So we're going to try expanding with the family and the Big Sports Firm this season too.
Cool.
Dope.
Yeah. What do you got here?
How do I get a BSF chain?
You're right there, man. This is you're so close and don't even know.
One day.
Right.
One day.
Because we share that same strong love for the Buffalo Bills, so it makes us already connected.
It's all about the city.
Exactly.
It's all about the city.
And the Bills, because we know this year coming up.
Ooh,
baby. Our
baby.
year.
Oh, I can't wait. Too much time ahead of us. We need to get there. I feel like it needs to be September now.
We were in Kansas City. They brought us down on the sideline.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, it was cool. They hooked it up. We got to be on the sideline. Diggs and Benny exchanged the pass, you know, and we were really repping hard. We went down there with 10 of us, and we went down there with 10 of us, and we were really tearing it up in the stands. Like when the Bills scored, we were the only ones doing the chant because there's only 10 of us.
Right.
And the whole area was all Kansas City fans.
Yeah.
So
You're
on
uncharted
it gets
territory.
to a point, and we're like, you know, near the end when it got a little back and forth, you know, we're like, it got to that fuck you point where we're like, kick your ass, come up here, bitch. Fuck you, no, fuck you, come up here. You know, and now we're getting to that point.
Yeah.
And he's trying to huddle his boys together, but, you know, we're looking at him like, man, we'll throw you over the railing.
Yeah.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, right?
No, but yeah, it got a little tension. You know, but
That's what it's all about.
It was, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a sport. We had fun. We were just in Vegas for the Pro Bowl. Dion brought us down there. We were in the suite. It was cool. Me, Benny City, and afterward we went to Andreas that night. We were going to Andreas a bunch of times when we were out there. Once you know, Pat Mahomes had the section right next to us, man. I'm like, I want to fuck him up, man. So bitch.
And his
Hang on,
brother.
bleep that out. I'm sorry. I just feel like he's so soft. I can't believe he beat. I can't believe he came out on top. Because see, Josh, he's ready for combat. He's like running into the action. He don't care if there's a big man coming. He's running at him, trying to
goddamn animal.
And then you got Mahomes sliding before they even come to hit him and ducking and dodging. Just like,
I mean, look at the week
Put
after.
fucking tampons in it and shit. You know?
him and his brother. I'm like,
Oh, don't even get me started on my brother.
you know how they say hard work pays off? For somehow, that game was the only time hard work didn't pay off. But I know they worked hard too. The Chiefs shout them out. But I felt like we worked harder and we got a more
You know, there was a
give
lot
me
of
some action team, man.
there was a lot of things that came into that, and
Yeah, but
strategy.
you can't change. You
Yeah.
can't
Luck
change
of
the
the
past.
draw too. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
luck of the draw too. You
Yeah.
know, with the coin flip.
Right, the coin flip. I know. I was thinking, I wish he would have stayed because, you know, the first coin flip, I think he went with heads. Or maybe it was tails.
in the very beginning.
Yeah, and then the second coin toss, he switched up his thing when I was like, you should just stop. In my head, I was like, stay the same. And then
Stick
he
with what you went. Don't switch
first
up.
pick, and
Switch
he
up.
switched it up. Nothing against him, but, you know.
Yeah. No, it happens. It happens. You know.
Right.
It's-
He's a quarterback, not a fucking gambling, coin tossing motherfucking picker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we love
Goddamn
Josh,
good
man.
quarterback at that too.
The best.
We're the best. The best.
I love how he basically told the Pro Bowl to fuck off because they're like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, man, you want to come play? He's like, you can't have Josh as an option, number one. Like,
I was the option pick.
no, I'm good.
You're gonna ask
I'm
me
done.
now?
Nah, forget about it.
The Pro Bowl's a joke anyway.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl's a popularity contest.
Yeah, it was like, you know what, though? Just being, that was my first Pro Bowl I went to, I learned that really all the guys in the Pro Bowl, I hope this ain't a secret, but they ain't there to play football. They're ready for the party that night. We was having
hell
fun
yeah.
that night. We were all out, high-fiving. Like, that shit was cool as
How
fuck at
was
night.
that? So you were at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. It was,
I saw you guys on Instagram. First of all, I saw you guys. You guys were doing like, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I don't know how your mind handles it. You were everywhere in like the matter of. I swear, were you at the hockey game at a certain
No, we
point?
went to,
I saw you
okay.
with Dion.
We didn't go to that hockey game. We were busy. But we had the celebrity basketball game, Floyd's game.
I saw that. I saw you were at that.
Stefan Diggs, Dion, and his brother, Trayvon Diggs. And even our boy Rick High from BSF, they were all on the same team against Floyd's team.
Yeah.
And then Benny performed at halftime, so that was cool to be at that. And then
Then right after that, you guys were somewhere else.
ringside at the fight, I forget them two guys, but that was a crazy ass Vegas fight. People were going nuts in there. It was
I can't imagine.
It was like a Spanish holiday and that shit. So we're like, you know, we're there just. It was crazy in there. That was crazy.
And then I saw you guys after, not to bring up anything, but I mean, you guys were like partying.
Yeah,
Like,
later,
I saw some stories. I'm like, damn.
Right after that, we were at what was that? The baby show, hanging out with Memphis Bleak. He invited Benny to his area, so we were hanging out with him in his section, and then from there we went to Floyd's club, and then AB and everybody was in there. So, you know, AB
saw those
knows
pictures,
Benny
yeah.
through the music, so
Yeah.
we shouted that out. It was cool.
How's Floyd? Did you talk to him at all?
Yeah. He likes Benny. We were kind of surprised because he came up and knew a lot about Benny that we didn't even know he knew.
Really?
So,
Really?
you know,
Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather. Floyd the Money Man, Mayweather.
That is
He
the money
knew
man,
all
too.
about Benny.
That
And
is
then he
the
posted
man.
him on his Instagram,
Did
which
he?
was even cool.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, hell yeah. He posted him and tagged him. He basically said what he was saying to us in the club, like real rap, and then tagged Benny. And she had like 100 and something thousand likes on it. Benny got a whole bunch of new followers off of it. And
Good.
it was just lit. It was good to see the support. And, you know, he's like, call me in the morning. Not knowing Benny don't even have his number. Like,
Someone as much as Paul as Floyd Mayweather. That's
see
crazy.
you in the morning.
Yeah.
No, but we all connected, and he, like I said, he loves Benny, and now the next day we went right back and we're hanging there again with him and everything, so it's all love. And,
It's really cool.
yeah,
Let's go.
Buffalo's expanded.
So, I heard that Floyd owes Logan Paul
Does he? I don't
a
know.
bunch of money.
Oh.
Floyd owes Logan Paul a bunch of money.
What are you gonna ask him about it? Like he knows?
No, I don't know. I'm just bringing it up. I'm talking to you.
No. I did hear.
Is that
I
a
did
rumor
hear.
online?
I heard that. There's some talks about it. I don't know what to believe.
Somebody brought it up to Floyd.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, they brought it up to him, and he was like, listen, I don't get checks. Like, I've gotten checks 6 years later from fights. It's like,
Right.
it takes time.
Yeah, probably when you're dealing
I don't know.
with that type of
You're doing that type of money.
money and
It's a lot of money.
right.
Who them people are?
I can tell you too, and you know what though, just I don't know about that whole situation, but I know in our situation, a lot of these corporate companies, like when they sponsor us, Monster Energy, whoever it might be, these sponsors, for whatever reason, they take way too long to pay the money. All these corporate people.
Is there a certain time limit on it?
I'm not sure.
Because like in certain
feel
things,
like
in certain aspects
sponsorship
of life, it
deals
should be within 90 days or so.
That might be,
Yeah.
yeah, that
30,
might be
is
the
it 30?
contract.
I don't know.
I think it's even longer than that.
Beverage companies are
Really?
mostly 30, but I'm
Beverage,
saying, like,
yeah.
did Benny get paid for Floyd's halftime show or whatever? Or did
Yeah,
he just
actually
do
he
that?
did. It was a charity, but he did get paid for it. So
Okay.
that was just
Did
because
he actually
they
get the
offered-
money though? or
No,
what
no,
was
no.
it?
When we went there and got our VI, like all our
Yeah.
credentials, they hand them an envelope with money in it at that table, like walking through the tunnel.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
So,
sense.
but yeah, he would have did that for free, but it was just he did do a reduced rate just because it was a charity. He didn't charge him like what he normally gets for a show. He just accepted something to do it for the
He
charity.
probably just did what, 1 or 2 songs?
Yeah, 3 songs. Yeah, 3 songs. Yep. They had another girl there that was right before him. She was from Houston, matter of fact. She did good too. She opened up and then he came right behind her. Did Johnny P. Caddy for the first time.
Was that before he was out?
No, that was just after it came out. So it was like maybe the day
Sounds
after.
like hit, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds like
You know, like a couple days later, how you said we were doing all that traveling?
Yeah.
So we were in Vegas like them 3 days.
Yeah.
Flew right to New York City and performed at halftime for the Brooklyn Nets. Same thing,
Oh,
3
okay.
songs. The Brooklyn Nets took big care of us. Shout out Brooklyn Nets. They gave us a suite. Let
Really?
us bring like 10 people. Benny brought his daughters out there. And then, halftime he performed 3 songs. They had the dancers going crazy. But that was some shit we never did before. That was raw, man. That was badass. Brooklyn Nets, man.
That's cool. The Nets, man. So you're into some big names here.
Yeah, man.
You're pushing.
And guess what? Afterward, we went to their private. They got like a restaurant under the stadium there, and then we ran into. If you seen on my phone, Tyreek from Power.
Okay.
There was a bunch of
Yeah.
celebrities
Yeah, I
there.
saw that.
Yeah.
My boy City Boy told Tyreek that Tommy Egan. I'm Tommy Egan's big cousin, man. He ain't got shit on me. He said, well, we gonna get me in Power Season 5 coming soon. You might see me. But if not Power, coming soon.
So
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
You're like fucking Tommy's uncle.
Yeah, young uncle though, because I'm only in my 30s. you know what I mean? So-
Cousin. Well,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
your
gonna be his
cousin.
big
You're only in
cousin.
your 30s?
Yeah, I'm 35.
Okay, yeah. I was honestly gonna put you younger than that.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm
30?
35, man.
35?
Yeah, I sometimes tell people I'm 30, depending on who I'm talking to.
I wasn't even going 30 to be honest with you. I didn't know. He's the one who knows you. But I
Some
was
people
pushing
think I'm
I
older.
was
That's
pushing
why sometimes I gotta say I'm 35.
I
Some
was
people
pushing
are-
28. I'm not even kidding
Thank
you.
you,
I was
bro.
pushing 28.
Thank
I'm really not.
Thank you, man.
28. I think that's a fucking valid number.
Tommy's cousin.
Tommy's big cousin.
Tommy's big cousin.
So how'd you I mean, I don't know if it was through Buffalo, like But how did you meet up and start doing this with Benny?
Okay, well, at about this point, I mean, we always kind of I always knew of Benny. I was away for a little while, and he was kind of blowing up at this time when I was away. So when I came home, a lot of people were like, "Yo, man, you got to check this out." But it's like he was always rapping 2 Chainz Benny, man. I'm a Buffalo guy, so we all, just like he might have had a Lenova slice, I might have heard of Benny. He might have heard of Buffalo's a small town, so So, but long story short, how we really connected is one of my barbers growing up. I always had a barber from Urban Cuts, and he knew Dredd, who hangs around with Conway, Chef Dredd they call him.
Okay.
So when I came back home, I was talking to a couple of the guys.
Oh boys,
they turn it up a little bit. Turn it up a notch.
Turn the music up a little bit. They turn it back down.
It was a good song. It was a good song. They got lit. They're like, hang on here. They're going crazy.
We're going for a minute. That's all right.
But so yeah, basically I had some music stuff I was pursuing, and then he brought me to a pop-up one day and introduced me to Benny and Conway and everything. So I met him that day, but I was doing promotional skits and stuff too. So at the same time I was dealing with Benny's main man, City Boy, getting ski masks from him and talking a little bit here and there and doing promo videos.
Yeah.
I think that's when I started following you on Instagram, honestly.
Yeah, I was doing these crazy skits.
You're doing all these skits and shit on Instagram.
Yeah, I was doing crazy skits. And then, City and I was working with a local director too, Slim Gus. Shout him out. Okay. He used to involve me in a lot because with me doing the skits, I had a lot of good connections at different locations. So Gus one day hit me up too, I'm doing this video for Benny and El Camino, Rayful Bags. This is one of the first videos I helped out on, and he's like, I need this location. I'm looking for a car mechanic shop, and I got somebody for everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm Tony Deniro.
Yeah, baby.
Anybody with the name Tony, this is a secret thing. Anybody with the name Tony, he's probably got someone for anything. You might need a plumber.
Just ask Tony.
Do you need a plumber? Do you need a mechanic? You want some lasagna, pizza and wings?
My plumber right here.
Plumbing and heating right there. There you go. Well, so you normally know somebody for anything. So I started doing some stuff with Gus. And again, just that small world. I'm dealing with City Boy. I'm dealing with Gus. So it all just fit together. And they're like, yo, we want to bring you on the team officially. And it's just too many. Too many coincidences, I guess you'd call it, that are all connected, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's a small world type shit like
exactly.
that.
Buffalo's a super small world.
That's
so
I've learned that over just doing different things in social media and stuff like that. Not even social media. Before I did this, I think our most important feature is talking to people. It's the more people you know, the more things and not to sound greedy or anything like that, but the more things you have an opportunity to or you can get. I can sit there for fuck's sake, I can sit here at a bar, I can sit anywhere in a bar, meet somebody that's a mechanic type shit, become good friends with it. And somebody talked to me about that a couple years ago, and they're like, I talk to all these people, everybody I talk to, I use them as a contact, and I always keep them in my contact. I keep them in my head list. If I ever need it or whatever, I'll keep it a friendship with them. And it's not a greed thing. It's just it's networking. I guess you could say.
And that's how we are even out of town. That goes back to that whole point man thing. It might just be me, Benny, and maybe a security guy. So people always want, hey Benny, I got this for you, or hey Benny, I do videos. We're all over the world, so Benny always be like, here, take Tone's number, and I'll take their number and I'll save it in Phoenix studio, Chicago cameraman. So on my phone I might have, might even be a weed guy, LA, free weed, LA. You know what I mean? So it's you got to contact, and that's how I save a lot of things in my phone by the city that they're from and stuff like that. And we only want to deal with the best in the city. So
of course,
you know what I mean. So
that's why you're on the Botch pod.
That's why we're here. The best. So best of the Bills Mafia. We're at the good old Luxor.
Also, best restaurant in Buffalo.
Right there.
Also the worst podcast in the world.
Best No, this is the best, man.
Best podcast in the world technically has been taken by
We're joking.
Right.
No Jumper, but
This
we
is
have
by
to say
far.
what.
Oh, okay.
I'm
We
gonna
have
put
to
it
say
on
what.
record right now. This is by far the best podcast in Buffalo.
Definitely.
But
I'll give you that.
This is the best,
jokes.
worst podcast.
It's the best podcast in Buffalo.
we say it as jokes.
For Buffalo, yeah. No, it's
jokes.
all part
It's
of
the worst podcast in
part
the
of-
You
world.
know what? I think this is
character
one of the
jokes.
best because you guys got real relationships, all right? You know Big Tone.
Yeah, we do.
You know Benny the Butcher. You know
Yes, we
Dion.
Yeah.
Who more do you need to know? You know the
Exactly.
best. Like
Exactly.
you got people in your phone that other people wish they could call. This is the
This
first
is the
Buffalo
guy right
podcast I did. So
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay, good. First Buffalo podcast, baby.
You've been
heard it
to
here
a lot
first.
of podcasts.
I've been to a lot. I
You've been
normally
sitting in the background. I
I
know.
sit in the background. I've been at No Jumpers and
you been
all
at No
those-
Jumpers?
I was gonna say.
You met Adam?
Yes.
Adam,
Oh, Adam is one of
shouted
my-
you out in one that I watched with Benny. It was just Benny, and Benny's been on No Jumper like what?
Yeah,
fucking
like
5
three-
times.
Wait, hold on. I've never even realized that. Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Benny's been on No
Actually?
Jumper like 5 times, and he was
Adams.
like shout out Tony Deniro, like
Yeah.
I was like,
Adam
oh shit,
is-
he's sitting back
Dude,
here.
Adam is one of my favorites, man. Like,
Yeah,
that is
he's a
like,
good dude,
if I
man.
have a fucking idol, that guy. Because that
He
guy
is.
does
He's
nothing
got
but
shit
work.
going on, right? He works hard and he plays hard. You know, he's got
He
shit going
plays
on.
real hard. Not even to mention everything. Oh, man, he is.
plays hard on OnlyFans.
Oh, he plays hard on OnlyFans, baby.
Oh shit! I don't know about that. I know
He
he's got a
plays
good
real
selection
hard.
of ladies. Now I know
Oh,
that.
he's got everything he
I
wants.
gotta give him that.
Yeah, he's got every man's dream. I'll put it that way. Adam, man, Adam. That's good.
And he's good at that thing where you catch.
The kendama. I got into the kendama.
He does that
because
shit all the time. Like
I have a kendama back at home. That's the reason I bought one. Actually, it's because of Adam. I'm not as good as him by any means. I gave it up a couple years ago. But like when he first started that shit, I was into it.
you're like,
I'm
yeah,
alright,
figure that shit out.
I can
What's that?
spike the ball. I can't do anything else.
It's
though.
tough.
It's real
that
hard.
shit
It's
is tough.
You thought if you can master that, you can master all them bitches he masters.
I don't
hang
know
on.
about that.
I mean-
Is this how he does it? Let me get this shit down.
Fucking Adam, man. Damn. So you got relations everywhere across the whole nation, basically.
Yep.
You guys ever expanded outside of the country?
At the end of April, we're on tour overseas. I just went and put my shit in for my passport, paid to get it expedited.
Yep.
$280.
Yep.
Took my picture. Now I'm waiting for it to come in the mail.
You
So
can't even smile for it. Did you smile for
they
it?
told me that.
They
I couldn't
told
believe it. I'm like,
You can't smile for it,
right?
right?
Like, no, you can't smile. I'm like, why not? I can't.
They gotta
give you
see
a
them
little bit.
ears, dude. They gotta see everything.
That's fucking nuts.
Nothing. My
I look
passport-
like one of them guys from the movie, like I'm going over there to do like a bank robbery.
You're telling me.
Like,
You're
I got
telling
this.
me. I wear a hat 24/7 for a reason.
It's one of them movies, Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Like George Clooney in that
get
motherfucker
flagged.
picture. I'm like,
You and I are in the same boat. Then don't worry. Don't worry.
that picture's gonna get me fucking interviewed when I get over there. What are you really doing here?
So you do have plans overseas eventually?
Yeah, the whole end of the month, we got a whole bunch of shows. I was gonna pull it up and tell you, just roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly, we're going overseas. We're gonna be in the UK, Glasgow, Manchester, London, Amsterdam, and Paris.
Okay. Cool.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows at this point. And
hitting the
another
moves?
guy's. Yeah, we're gonna be there, man.
I
We're
think
gonna
you
see what's
might-
going on over there.
Well,
I heard the food sucks. West Side Gun went over there.
You gotta
in Paris.
you gotta get some crepes. I bet.
So West Side's been there.
He's been there. He went there
Amsterdam.
for the fashion shows and stuff.
Amsterdam.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
He said
Yeah,
they feed
Virgil.
you very small portions. So
Yeah,
it sounds
that's-
like I'm gonna have to order like
Paris,
4
like,
dinners
yeah.
every night for
I'll
myself.
give you
Like
that,
how
man. You
eat-
gotta
it's
fill
not
up.
like how you eat in Buffalo.
No, out here. Look at this. No one's even dabbled yet. I think
We're
I'm
about
gonna
to get
take
crazy
a,
on this in a
Yeah, I
minute.
think we are.
I just don't want to have shit in my teeth while we're doing the interview.
Well, no, hey, you know what?
You know,
I'll be
It's
the
a
first.
Botch
I'll be the
pot,
first to
man.
dabble. It is the Botch pot. But
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
we're all gonna give a taste test review here
Yeah.
with both sauces. Do you happen to know what sauce is there?
I don't. But you could do a Dave Portnoy thing, man.
What
It's
is he
one-
got?
That's what I'm
one
hoping
bite,
for.
everybody
Looks like
knows
chicken.
the rules.
One bite.
Ask Unc. He knows. Unc, what sauces do we got? Here goes the owner of Luxor.
Owner of Luxor, baby. Get right in here. Get right in here.
Here he is. The owner's in the building.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Big Luxor in the building.
Good vibes.
Yeah, man.
They got it all here.
Yeah, that sauce right there. That's a sweet chili sauce, and that's one of our special house sauces. That's the Luxor sauce right there.
Luxor
We got the
sauce,
Luxor
sweet
sauce
chili.
and the sweet
We
chili.
got a good kick in there. Trust me.
What's in here? Chicken and cheese.
Chicken egg rolls. That's the
That one's a
egg
chicken
roll.
egg roll.
We got chicken.
Here we
got
go.
salmon,
Official dip, baby. Here we go.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
There you
that
go.
tip. Come on, taste test.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Exactly. Some Portnoy shit. El Presidente.
Yeah, how you liking that?
Come on.
That's fire.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Fire?
He didn't know if
That's
you were allergic
fire.
to seafood because you could have got a seafood.
Fire.
Just the chicken.
Oh my
Fire.
god.
Okay, here we go.
That's
All
so
right.
good. What's the other sauce? What's the other sauce?
That's the Luxor sauce. It's like
This one?
It's like a yum yum sauce.
Yeah, that's the hot yum yum. There you
Try
go.
that.
Double dipper.
Double dip. You're a table breaker, so you know you're gonna double dip.
I think I give a fuck about double dip.
Thank you.
We call double dippers when we're outside joking white people shit.
White people-
And I always say, I'm not white, I'm Italian. This guy's Italian, he's double dipping, he's fucking this shit up for me, man.
Get about it. Hey, yo, man.
What do you think of the
Man,
yum
that
yum,
is-
man?
That is phenomenal sauce.
What size?
I need some of that
I
too.
like the spice.
Hold up.
The chill out sauce.
Go ahead, which one
A
you-
little better.
What y'all thinking?
I think the yum yum sauce. I like that.
That's the Luxor house sauce.
Smooth.
It's smooth.
Nice.
Wow, that's good.
Crazy.
It's beautiful.
Get up in there.
It's great.
Hell yeah, man, we got all
I'm
kinds
triple
of shit.
dipping now.
Triple dipping.
Mushrooms and all kinds of
I
shit.
told him about the lobster burger
Oh, yeah,
because
lobster boy, Luxor burger?
He was putting us onto that.
yeah,
that
because
shit was crazy.
I love lobster, and whenever I eat lobster, I'm never like full. Like I damn near need two. But that burger was some new shit. I'm like, damn, this is how you get full off this
I
shit.
wish you would have told me how to make some.
Man.
It's an Angus beef burger, a quarter pounder burger with a lobster tail on it, but the tail was stuck on
Just-
the burger.
I was telling
Shit
them.
is fire, man.
They're like, is it shredded? I'm like, hell no, it's a big ass lobster
Big
tail
lobster
slapped on the
tail.
top of that thing.
Man, when y'all be out there, come to Luxor, man.
Yeah.
It's about us, man. Cool vibes, good music, good drinks.
Definitely.
You know, good drinks and stuff like that. Good vibes, man. You know, and you can be comfortable.
Yeah.
But we got fine dining. We the home of the tomahawk.
Right.
Can't nobody fuck with us. Can I say fuck with us?
Hell
you can
yeah.
say whatever you want.
Nobody can fuck with us!
Right. And you don't gotta
Nobody
worry
in
about
the fucking
you don't
Luxor.
gotta worry about dressing up. You can come here in your stuff,
You can
comfortable,
dress down.
however you feel.
Come get all the casa motherfucking rainbows.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want here at Luxor on Main
3199 Main
And
Street.
we fucking Bills fans. How about
The
that?
biggest Bills
And we're
fan.
Bills fans.
You're
baby.
gonna see
Work
him.
here. If you're not a Bills fan, you can't even fucking work here.
No, you
Yeah.
can't. That's the first question on the interview. Are you a Bills fan? If you say no, get out of here. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck
Get
off.
the There's the
Ah,
door. Walk
fuck
out
out
the
of
door.
here.
Get out of here.
Yes,
Man,
sir. Shout out
love
Luxor,
it.
man.
The hospitality here is phenomenal.
time.
Yeah.
No,
Hospitality here is
absolutely.
phenomenal.
You can never go wrong. That's family right there.
No,
you know?
seriously, you're right.
And those are the only places we go to. Like we would never even meet up here if it wasn't a family spot. 'Cause we go where we know the owners. We don't want to deal with a franchise or something where
Right.
we don't even know who the
That's
hell
also
owns this
like
shit.
the people of Buffalo too. You
Exactly.
know
We
what I mean?
support the
That's,
local
yeah.
business. And
Now, speaking on that though, real
City,
quick.
good neighbors.
Speaking on that, that's actually you bring up a good point. Like, obviously, like when you get as big as Benny, you get as big as you guys. Like you get offers, right? Like,
oh yeah.
you're out of town. You take offers to go to clubs.
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Like right now, we're on a little run of doing Tana Talk 4.
Yeah.
It comes out March 11th. Got all types of exclusive features. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so hyped.
No, you gotta be hyped, man. Tana Talk 4, like Benny said, the king is back.
Okay.
There's shit on there. They're trying to get him to change the words. They're like, please
Yeah.
change this verse, or
Is
I
that
can't
the issue
clear it.
with
It's like
the-
some corny shit.
Is that the issue with the like new label deal and shit like that?
No. This ain't even through Def Jam yet. This is still the same old usual. But he said some shit
Well,
on there.
Who's trying to change shit?
I don't want to point him out right now,
Yeah,
but
no,
we're
we don't
gonna
need to do it on
see
the
what
podcast.
happens.
Like in general.
We don't need to do it on a botch pod.
But he says some things about a couple deals and deals that other people got and stuff
Yeah.
like that. He mentions just some real shit because
Sorry,
he's
being a
always kicking
businessman,
real shit.
right? You know?
He's just talking what's on his mind because that's what he does.
Yeah.
And that's what all great artists does, whether it's
Yeah.
a Jay-Z or whoever it might be. But so they're trying to censor my boy. But the thing is, we're gonna see what happens with that.
More
Before
popular
I
you
speak
get,
on it.
more popular you get, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that fucking blows. But at the same time, like Benny is still gonna drop fire.
Exactly.
No matter what it fucking is.
Exactly. They can never
He
censor
could
him
be,
too much.
he could be talking about Legos and it's still gonna be fire.
He's gonna tell you about how
I
they
can
made the Legos,
Yeah.
why those Legos he personally had are better than the other Legos.
Yeah, he'll get intricate. Benny's
What he can
fucking
build
dope.
with the Legos.
Listen,
My boy will get to that shit.
If you guys don't know, Benny the Butcher tweeted the other day saying he's not the best rapper right now, but I think he said the
Top
second
three.
best, top three or
Top
second
three,
best.
something.
Yeah.
I think he
tweeted
put,
something
who
like
did he
that.
put before him? I think he put J. Cole before him. I think he put someone before
I don't
him.
have Twitter.
I remember
I don't
the
know.
tweet.
I
I
don't have
remember the
Twitter.
tweet. I remember the tweet. He said it,
Damn.
and I retweeted it because I
Damn.
thoroughly agree. I do remember him tweeting that. He said, "I am the best something right now." But yeah, pull that up real quick.
Pull it
for me,
up,
'cause
man,
I think we need to see that.
Fill me in too.
Because honestly, I think we need to see that right now. Because honestly, truthfully, if you guys are from Buffalo, first of all, if you're from Buffalo and watching this and you don't know who Benny the Butcher is, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not going to ridicule you too much because maybe you're just uncultured. And
Right.
but that's why the Botch Pod is here to culture you.
Yeah.
We have Tony on here to
Yeah.
culture you for this reason. And
Let me
this
give
reason
them a
only.
little rundown
Yes,
too,
give
just
a
so they
reason.
understand, because
Give
these
it.
people might not know, but they might be Bills fans. So to tell you,
Exactly.
Benny went on the Kim Pagula podcast. Matter of fact, she has a podcast.
Okay.
Her and Maddie
Okay.
Glab, I think it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kim's got a
Yeah.
podcast. She just does it, I think, once during the season, the games, each game. So he went on there, kicked it. She said they own a music label, country music label down in Tennessee, and she thought it would be cool if Benny did, a Bills song. So with that being said, we went to the studio, got to work. He didn't want to do a song and make it all, one and done type of thing or copy
Yeah.
other flow. He did it and went and did what Benny the Butcher does. He made an anthem, something that he knows, because you know what the Bills anthems?
Oh,
They're quick, they come on, they get you pumped up, and it's back to business.
Yep.
So a bunch of us all worked on it. I'm actually credited as a songwriter on it. My first joint, I'm credited as a songwriter.
Go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Benny.
Congrats.
And I'll tell you one thing right now. I pulled into every single tailgate this year
Yeah.
with him, either filming for him, partying with him.
Yeah.
Anytime I was at the tailgate, I'm telling you right now, no matter where we were, because we tailgate in different lots, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We were in different lots a couple times. No matter where we were, we heard that anthem,
Yeah.
and we heard it blasting.
Right.
Like, I personally know family members of mine, you know who you are, family members of mine who didn't
Blasting
even
that
know I had connections with him, who has connections with Benny, and I heard them listening to it, and I'm like, is that Benny on
Yeah.
the radio?
Last
it is.
season, when we first dropped it, was even crazier. There were so many people tagging them at parties, everything. Just
Yeah.
everybody's so happy to get a new official anthem.
Not only a new one, just, in my opinion,
Not like any
Hang
of
on.
the
What
other
about
anthems.
this? I
The
got
best.
your team captain shaking at the coin toss.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm
son.
so-
And then the Bills people, made the video, and they got they really put that together.
I just-
Shout out
Yeah.
to the Bills too
the
for
video,
putting
I
that
saw you guys
together.
on the field, you guys were
Yeah.
out there.
That was awesome.
All right,
That
so
was
I
good.
got the tweet right here.
There we go.
right?
Okay, what do you got?
All right.
Can't remember
So
exactly.
Benny
I'm sorry.
said, I can admit I'm not the best rapper. One of, yeah, but not the best. My presence is just bigger because I'm way more authentic, genuine, articulate, really down to earth, flyer, hungrier,
Yeah.
more of a hustler,
Real
more
shit.
of a boss, and sturdier than
He's talking that shit. Those are all the ingredients that they can't fuck with. My boy, we got the ingredients, man.
dudes. I'm white, so I'm not gonna say the word.
I normally say ninjas instead of that.
Ninjas, say ninjas. Start over. Then ninjas.
More than ninjas. That's why my shit more appealing and what makes me better.
See, that's the tweet I'm talking about. Round of
Benny on
applause
that.
for that.
That's
baby.
straight facts.
Round of applause for
Yeah,
that.
Benny
See,
said
that's
it,
what I was
man.
talking about. I was talking about that tweet, guys. Like, listen, Benny, he recognizes he's still coming up.
Right.
Benny recognizes everything that's going on, but he's still
Humble.
he's humble.
shit.
First, he's humble. He's still
he's
tough.
humble,
Sometimes he
and
talks
he's
his shit.
humble.
Yeah.
He runs his shit.
Right.
He knows what he is, and he's not afraid to say
And let
it.
me tell you guys something too. This is he says this is a quote from one of his new songs that's on Channel Talk 4. He says, how does he say? He says, they say I'm the best. I never say it, but they all at my shows all chanting it. I went and got it. I did what they couldn't, and I got receipts. So he's like, that's the thing about Benny is, you got Snoop Dogg inviting him to the house, wanting to sign him. You got Jay-Z inviting him to the house. You got
that's Hova, baby.
You got the Locks, Jadakiss, Styles, and Chic. These are like our idols growing up. You got Raekwon from the Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Raekwon.
You got
baby.
even Meek Mill, who's another guy who's
Meek up in
similar
there.
to Benny. You got J. Cole. You got all these big guys. You know, whether it's Jim Jones, any of the guys you can think of. But all these guys, you know, putting their arm around Benny and, you know, him giving them, I would call it CPR respectfully, like, because they're all like, man, you make me want to rap again. Hey, get on my album. Lil Wayne put Benny on the album. Like, all these people, you know, and Benny never lets that go to his head, as he says on his new song. You know, he just has all that in him. And, you know, and sometimes when people talk that shit, of course he's going to bring it up. Because they're all been telling them this.
Yeah.
We all know this.
No,
you
you're
know?
right.
Rap,
You're right.
you know
your
what
crew,
I mean?
Your
It's
crew
like,
and everybody around him knows it.
it's like rap music is like stocks. And we got all the inside stock info to know our shit's going through the roof.
Yeah.
But you're there, and it's just,
You know, it's like, and it just makes you, you know, me, even as a hip-hop fan, I've been a hip-hop fan my whole life, like, since a young kid, going to Hills, stealing shit with my cousins, stealing cassette tapes, and listening to No Way Out, and Bone Thugs, Eternal 1999, the first of the month, all that stuff. Like, that's, you know, even Coolio, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, going back to when I'm 7th, 8th grade, and shit like that. And, you know, and it's like, now being in the business, you start, like, saying, like, man, damn, that's how this person is. I don't even like their shit anymore, man. Because I'm a loyal guy, you know? I'm like, damn, man, you done let me down, man.
Yeah.
It's like that, right?
I saw you were saying on your story, was it today? You were saying something about Yo Gotti, 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah. The one kid that interviewed me, Sam, he interviewed me and asked me who I'd love to see Benny work with, and I said I would love to see him work with Yo Gotti. But, you know,
Gotti's that dog.
Yeah, he's just one of the few guys that we met a couple times, but we didn't get to really get something done yet with.
Yeah.
You know, Yo Gotti.
I always liked Yo Gotti. I saw him a couple times live.
Yeah, and at this point, I got to add a little Dirk and Kodak Black to the list because we love them guys.
Oh,
we hung around with Dirk a few times, and Kodak's just a funny dude, man. We
like
him.
Oh, man, dude.
Awesome.
I mean, he is prime
I
for...
feel like Benny at 50 would be...
Oh, Benny at 50 would be
huge.
absolutely insane.
That'd be huge.
Now, you mentioned Snoop. Just going back to that quick.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously with the whole podcast thing, look at this man dipping back in.
Yeah.
Dipping back
in there,
in,
my boy.
baby.
Getting that yum.
I'm telling you, those are really
Getting
good,
that
man. Those are
yum.
so good.
That's that shit Justin Bieber was singing about, the
I
yum.
got that
Yeah.
He was singing about the luxury sauce.
The Luxor sauce, baby. So we were Snoop Dogg.
Say what's up in here. This is my man who
what's up,
started
man?
it all,
I'm
responsible for
gonna
it
be
all.
honest with y'all.
Right here, right here, right here.
Man. Big
I'm
BSF.
gonna be completely honest with y'all. This is interview, but I just want to let y'all know that this is the best motherfucker to interview because he ill. He bridged the gap between the racial shit, the music industry, and the underground. You know what I'm saying? Even come with the BSF shade. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Black Soprano family. He let people know you ain't gotta be black, you ain't gotta be white, green, or nothing.
Right.
It's about being family and everybody under one umbrella. The escalate anything that you want to do.
Buffalo
You know what I'm saying? So, far as his Buffalo, he one of the biggest brand ambassadors in Buffalo individually. You know what I'm saying? So this city boy, big BSF, let me get out y'all shit.
man.
I'll be honest with you,
brother.
I'll be honest with you. We were hoping for that. Get over here.
Yeah,
We're hoping for that. That's what I'm talking about.
Boy,
We
be
need-
doing the game
It's the
shit,
box
jumping through the
spot,
table.
man.
My boy, he's
Dion-
at the show.
Remember Dion threw him through the table in Dion's yard right here?
My man.
Yo. Steelers game. Home opener this year.
Oh yeah,
I was right next to you. I was obnoxious as fuck, bro.
I had the bitch.
I was
I wanted,
hammered.
I had the bitch with me. I won it about 10, 15 years with a big ass booty. That's why I did it like that. You know me?
I was so drunk. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Big ass booty. Told her, he's wanted her. I said, you know what? Cause she never been to a game. I'm like, yo, she live in Atlanta now. I'm like, yo, come to Buffalo. She come to Buffalo. I whipped out them Buffalo Bills tickets. Boom! Yeah.
come on down, baby.
Yeah.
Seal the deal.
Y'all get y'all that shit off Tony Denise though. I'm chilling.
All right, baby.
Thank
bro.
you.
That's the man responsible for it all, man, right there.
Yeah.
Shout out City
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was
Yeah.
honestly hoping for a little bit of interruption. He said he said you text him earlier with City Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping for a little interruption. I'm not gonna
There you
lie.
go, man.
It's
You
a
got the
Botch pod.
interruption,
That's what we
man.
got. We're not professional here. Nothing here is professional. Let's be honest.
I tell you, you got the most exclusive because he don't like doing interviews.
Yeah.
I'm trying to even recall any he's done recently.
Really?
He hasn't yet.
Good. Okay,
I did
cool.
ask him if he wanted to
Botch
jump
pod.
on here. He said he
The
might
Botch
say what's
pod.
up, but
The
he doesn't
Botch
like
pod.
interviews.
I'm really glad we got that. I'm really
Yeah.
glad we got
That's
that.
special.
Though, yeah.
Well, I think we're on Snoop Dogg. So,
Okay, yeah.
So, speaking on podcasts and everything, what we're doing,
Yeah.
So Joe Rogan, obviously.
Oh,
He had
yeah.
Snoop Dogg on.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I knew who Benny was, and I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. But
Yeah.
sorry, that was a burp. The Bud Light next.
Yeah.
Bud Light, what up?
Mine's almost gone.
Bud
Yes,
Light,
sir.
Bud Light. We might need another one for Tony over
We
here.
get another one. Fuck it.
Another one. So,
DJ Khaled, another one.
another one.
Oh, this is strawberry. Should I stick with lime? I'll stay with lime if we got. Shit.
There's 2 strawberries in a row. Uh-oh.
Black
What do you got
cherry?
there? Black cherry?
Damn.
Grab the man a lime if you got a
I'm
lime.
gonna go with black cherry.
We're going black cherry.
Lime's gone.
Oh, you drank lime on the way?
Fuck it. Black
God.
cherry it is. So go ahead, Joe Rogan.
So yeah, I was listening to Joe Rogan one day. You know, see, he has Snoop Dogg on, the legend, the myth. You know?
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Everybody knows Snoop Dogg. Everybody knows Snoop Dogg. It was on the most shared for Joe Rogan. And I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. And so I just throw on some Snoop Dogg. Like, Snoop Dogg's cool. I like Snoop Dogg. Love
Yeah.
his music. Vintage
Right.
Snoop Dogg back in the day. But I was super surprised, and not in a bad way, but I was super surprised Snoop Dogg came up in there, and more than one occasion throughout the whole interview, he said multiple times, like, first hour, then it was like third hour, he threw out Benny the Butcher, then he started playing Benny the Butcher, and I was sitting there like,
Ooh.
oh my God, this is Joe Rogan's podcast. Like, this
Yeah.
is like, and like, obviously right
He went
now
on
with
pretty
everything
much the
going
biggest
on,
platform.
that's
Biggest
the biggest
podcast in the world.
biggest podcast, and
Wow.
like he just said, biggest platform. Like that's bigger than
Yeah.
any news station. Like, wow, he's juicing him. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, like
No, that's a genuine
That's a
relationship
beautiful
right
thing.
there. That's a genuine thing. He's got a lot of love for Benny. He came after Benny himself, and he's got a lot of plans for Benny and even our BSF. Now
Yeah.
that he took over Death Row,
yeah,
you know, he's hoping down the road after Def Jam, because he also has a big piece over at Def Jam.
yeah. He was
Now-
saying that earlier. Yeah,
Yeah, so now he's like, hey, after Def Jam, because the Def Jam thing is one album, maybe we might slide over there, or even just get some of our artists over there with Death Row, East Coast, whatever it might
Yeah.
be. But he knows he loves our music, and he's one of them guys. Even we just were at his party. We've hung out with him many times now.
yeah. I've seen you guys on Instagram.
Yeah, we've hung out many times at this point. It's like sometimes we don't get pictures and stuff, so people don't know. But
No, but
we were
yeah.
just at his party, man. That was a real West Coast party, man. He had an album listening party.
Yeah,
A lot of OGs were there. Even Gary V, the dude, you know,
Gary V, I know
he talks all
Gary
that
V,
shit. I
yeah.
couldn't believe he was there. Like, there was
following
just
it,
people
bro.
you wouldn't
Gary
even
V
think
and
that were
Snoop?
there. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
I've been
Gary
following,
V.
Yeah.
I shook his
following
hand and
Gary
like,
V
you know,
since like
like,
2014.
damn, right, he
Yeah.
talks good shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I could have believed to see him. I wanted to get a picture with him, but we were all like moving
It happens,
through
it
at
happens,
the same
you know,
time,
yeah.
and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have got a pic with Gary V. Because
It's
he's like
cool, though.
motivational dude, but it was cool to see him there.
sorry, you'll get another opportunity.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
know
that's
that.
how a lot of it is. Like
That's
same thing with
cool.
Jay-Z. I met Jay-Z probably like
Well, Sam,
5 times and never once asked for a picture.
I
Even
was
though
scoping, I
could've.
was scoping through some Instagrams earlier, and I saw Jay-Z in
The-
some of them. I'm like,
Yeah, there's one video
That's
that went
old.
viral of me walking him through at
Okay.
our California show just before the pandemic. It's funny because in my head I was like, damn, I hope someone catches this shit is raw, because I look over. Here's the stage. There's a rail here and a rail here, and this is the stage. So I'm standing on the stage in the back, you know, making sure no one comes over the rail. But they're all backstage guys, you know what I mean? So whoever's behind this rail is backstage guys, but they're just not family or whatever to come on
Right.
the stage.
Yeah.
So I just glance over and I see Jay-Z standing there. Like, I'm like this. I like look over. I'm, the fuck? And he's on the wrong side. Like, Benny and the fam is over here. Benny Conway, they're on the other side.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z's over here with like just some VIP
Yeah.
friends type shit. I'm like, and I started seeing people taking pics. I'm like, oh hell no! So I go over. I'm like, hey, Benny, bro, you know Jay-Z's over there. He's like, where? He showed up. He's like, man, bring him over here. So I go over there. It's just him, Emery, and his main man Hank. who's like his point man. You know, so I'm like, hey, Benny's on the other side. He wants you to come through. How do you want to go over there? I'm like, you know, I shake their hand and everything first. I'm like, normal. Yeah. I'm like, you want to just walk through there? I'm not even thinking. He's like, I don't want to walk with people. I don't want people to see me out there. I'm like, oh, you're right. Let's go back out the door and then cut through the backstage. So I like had to walk him down this long hallway, just me and him and his two boys. I'm like, damn, this would be the baddest picture ever. Like, I look like I'm in there escorting Jay-Z at this point. You know, which I was. And then we got to the gate and you know, I'm just in the zone. So I'm telling security, he's like, who's with you? Who's with you? I'm at the gate. I'm like, me, Hove, Emery, and Hank. Yeah. Like, I'm introducing Hove like you don't know who Hove is. I'm like, me, Hove, Emery.
Over here, you know.
They're all good. They're all good. I'm telling security they're good. Let them
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Like, how am I telling them Hove is good? You know what I mean? It was awesome. So there was a little video of that little moment at the gate that people were recording, like, oh my God, Jay-Z's here. So it was cool. But like I said,
so cool.
we had a couple good meetings and jokes, and he's just a normal guy, man. And he just gives some inspirational stuff when he talks, man. He's just on the whole.
That must be like I think like personally, like if I was in that position, like especially you just said you're how old again?
35.
35. So like obviously Jay-Z when you were growing up, that was like
I
had to be a big inspiration.
Life and
like that is that's like gotta be one of the number ones for you.
That's big.
And you're sitting there like you're looking across. Whoa.
Right.
Like, he's within how many feet of me? And then you walk over, you tell Benny, you walk over.
Benny's like, yeah,
and then next thing you know, you're walking him around a corner.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. You know, it's like shit like that. It's like, that was raw.
Opportunities are being made left and right. It's got to be crazy.
Yeah. That's why when that meme was going around a while ago, what did it say? Was it like $100,000 a dinner with Jay-Z? Something like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, it was going viral.
Facebook thing,
Yeah, it was all over Instagram and everything. But it's like, we know that if you're having dinner with Jay-Z, it's worth. You're talking about way more than $100,000.
Oh, dude! Like
you're talking about way more than $100,000. So you better take the dinner.
Here's my thing. I saw a picture. It was like rappers that made the most in 2021. It was like Jay-Z, Eminem, and fuck. I forget
Diddy
the
in
third
there
one.
somewhere?
Yeah, Diddy or something.
He has to be, right? And, are you talking rappers or like
fucking,
you talking
and
like
Drake commented with just a bunch of laughing faces.
Oh, Drake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You ever met Drake?
Me and Drake. No, I did not. Benny has met him a few times. Yeah. He met him a few times.
Is that...
Actually, the day that Hove came to the concert was one of the few days that I had my daughter with me in California. It was like the last show last year, or it might have been 2 years ago at this point, but I happened to have my daughter, which I never had. That was like the first show I brought her to, and after that show, Benny went to like Drake's party. So I'm like, that was like a thing that I normally would have never missed, but I was with my daughter that day.
It's a family. So like, you're traveling.
And again, real quick, not to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
But Benny's not the type of guy, even me, like none of us are the type of guys that ask for photos really. So it's got to be like a natural thing. So
of course,
he might have met Drake maybe, let's just call it 3 times, but he's never like took a picture. There's a picture of Drake wearing Benny's hoodie because we shipped him them hoodies. You know, I shipped him the hoodie. We shipped fabulous hoodies. Puff Daddy, Fab is somebody I could say is a friend of Benny's too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you're traveling nonstop.
Right.
Nonstop.
Hey, I watch this man.
Like even during the season, I'm always texting you, fucking bugging your ass off, trying to see
if we're going to the game or not. Like we want to go to the game. We want to never
drinking at night. What's going on? Like I'm always hitting you up, and you're always like, oh, I'm in LA, I'm in New York, I'm in Miami, I'm in fucking fuck Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always all over the fucking place.
Right.
How do you deal with that with like family and like home life? Like,
oh man, yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it's got to be tough. I'm just saying for the viewers, like,
it is.
A lot of people have a hard time taking that jump. You know what I'm saying? Like taking their career to the next level.
Yeah.
When it means like traveling so much, leaving so much behind, like all the time.
Yeah, it's I don't even have advice on that. I'm gonna have to not say I'm gonna plead the fifth, but it is it's just something that is very number one, you better be making money and send some money home. Number one, that's number one.
Yeah.
So the money is just gonna take care of you not being there, you know.
Yeah.
So that way someone can be home and get the food and whatever it might be. But you got to be sending money home, number one. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely.
But everything else is gonna be a headache after that,
No, it makes
because
sense.
no lady is gonna understand that you're really out there just working. They're gonna see videos of. It might be girls nearby, maybe even a girl you don't even know their name or phone number, nothing, but they're going to automatically accuse you.
Especially,
so it's like
the business,
it gets messy out there.
The business that, like essentially, I should say, like, to put it in the good terms, that you're involved with, like the business, like, I mean, a lot of it comes with, like, and not to put it in like a vulgar way, but for the Botch Pod, we'll put it in a vulgar way, like the pussy. Like that's kind of like a fucking staple around everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot
like,
of bands, and not only that, we might have clubs, and the manager of the club is obviously probably a lady because that's how they sell their shit.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be like, here, take our number in case you want to come back, or what's your number in case we book you. So now you're exchanging info or Instagram info.
See, now you're bringing up a different point that I didn't even imagine.
Yeah, so it's like Benny ain't gonna give them his phone number, so he's like, hey, take Tone, and that's why I say the point man. Get his info.
And that could lead to complications. I get
and sometimes it leads to a lot of money too, because me and City Boy always talk about this, like Instagram. At this point, I got to scale it down, but me personally, has probably done like over like literally in 1 year over I'm gonna say like $300,000-$400,000 in business. Not saying that all went into my account, but we did that many in transactions. Like I met a dude at a show, and he ended up booking Benny through me. He booked Conway through me. He booked Rick Hyde through me. He booked Lil Durk through me.
Yeah.
He booked Tusi through me. This guy alone, and shout out Chill in PA, my boy Checkmate Entertainment out there in PA. He booked all these guys, and and he's just a loyal dude, and just he likes the guy. So he's like, yo, listen, I could spend this much, and he calculates his moves. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna spend $40,000 on Benny, and I'm gonna sell tickets for this much and get this many people in there, and shit like that. So it's like shit like that. Yeah, it's like you meet people along these ways that, he might be a guy who wants to buy a BSF jacket that we just dropped, but he feels better knowing that he met you personally.
Yeah.
So instead of him going to the website, he wants to DM, hey Tone, I need a 3X, I'll pay you extra. Can you get it for me? So it's like you build relationships,
it goes back
and
to
the fans like that too.
Networking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's other people out there that are like us in these other cities that are like, I got a guy right now, my boy Preem in Chicago, and he's just like me. He's booking shows. He booked Armani Caesar through me. He's booking Benny through me.
Yeah.
He's a hustler. Now we made that connection, and we're like, okay, hey, we met for a reason. Now let's make money together. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
It's like there's people like us in these other towns that want to connect and expand, but there's nobody like you guys, because we're the Bills Mafia, and there ain't no other Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia, baby.
Shout out my boy Jones just walked in. You see Jonesy in the building. He makes music.
Here we go. Come on, Jones.
Benny just shouted him out on iTunes here. Jonesy, he's a
How
rapper.
y'all doing, man?
What's up, man? How
Buffalo
are you?
guy, you know what I mean?
you?
These guys are Buffalo
Much
Buff,
love.
Bills Mafia in the building.
Bills Mafia.
He be at the Bills games too,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's Jonesy right there. And but yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you meet these people, and you're gonna find a small group of people that want to help expand. They want to expand and help
On the
you.
same page type thing.
Exactly. Same frequency, man.
Yeah. Like,
That's how we were with Dion. One day we were spinning through Vegas after the season. Me, Benny, Dion Dawkins, City Boy, and Dion brought a friend who's a boxer, Darren. He's down with the money team and everything, and we were all just kicking and just walking and talking, and we were all on the same exact shit. And we're like, yo, this is why we're all here right now. We really all got the same goals, plans, or experiences that make us like who we
Dion's
are.
really like that too.
Right, exactly.
He's
Yeah.
always down to like just fucking work and collab. And
from
like,
what I've got off
he
of you with
finds
Dion,
like what is cool to him, and he just goes all in on it.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
he's
so
what?
cool with people.
Oh shit! From like what I've like experienced with you personally, from Dion is like Dion's like super down to earth.
Yeah.
Like if he fucks with you, he fucks with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
He's from
he's
New
not
Jersey,
gonna
which is
bullshit.
similar to Buffalo.
He's not gonna bullshit.
Exactly.
He's not gonna bullshit with you.
Rahway?
Exactly.
I think he's from Rahway, right?
Yeah, he's from New Jersey, but we actually got an event coming up this weekend, man. Dion's gonna be there, man, in New Jersey, man. Barcode in New Jersey on Saturday, man.
I mean,
You guys feel
this
free,
might
come
be
on
out.
down. Take a road trip, fellas. Come to Barcode, the Club Barcode in New Jersey on Saturday.
We're going down.
Well, I think, hey, no, I would say
we're gonna do a table slam
this
number
pod,
2.
this pod will be, and I will make sure it will be, but this pod will be released before, what's the date? Easter weekend.
Okay,
The
there we
boys,
go.
the boys are going down
16th.
April 16th, 15th, 15th, something, 16th. We're meeting up with Dion
Nice.
down in his
17th,
Florida
18th.
house.
I wouldn't say an exact date.
Yeah.
19th, 13th,
Ah,
31st.
somewhere in mid-April.
Somewhere in April.
April 41.
April Fools.
Whatever.
Might trick you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
maybe
coming.
Maybe we'll drop this one in
There's
April.
no podcast in Florida.
No, there's something. One of these dates, we'll blank it out if we have to. One of these days, not to spoil anything, boys, but we
Yeah, so
we do have some fans that want that.
I was like, yo, Dion, we're gonna come down like April 16th, whatever. Let's do a pod. And he's like, all right, sounds good. I tell these guys, I'm like, yo, book your flights.
Oh, here
We're going down.
Boys are getting
Nice.
exposed
And
here. Here we go.
They're like, yo, it's expensive as fuck. That's fucking Easter weekend. Next weekend after that, it's half the price. I'm
Oh,
like,
there you
yeah.
go.
You know what? You're
Right?
right. You're right. I feel the same way. So I called Dion and I'm like, yo, bro, like, can we do the weekend after? It's expensive as fuck. Like, Easter weekend is crazy.
We're not in the NFL, Dion.
He's
The hotels are going to be more, the flights,
He's like-
everything.
Everything.
he's like, yeah, no, I can't. I'll be in Las Vegas with Benny that weekend. And I'm like, all right.
Let me back it up though. Let me back it up though, quick.
Good
All right.
excuse.
You know what? Listen.
Yeah, we are going to Vegas.
You know what?
You're right about
A
it.
little bit expensive. A little bit expensive. You know what? But you know what? For the botch pod, I think it's worth it. And second of all,
Ooh.
which I think everybody's forgetting here, and I'm sorry, my girl, if you're listening, if you're watching, it's spring break weekend down in Miami.
Oh, shit.
boy. Oh, producer,
Yeah.
producer Mark is covering his
Producer
face
Mark's
right
got
now.
his face
Oh,
covered right now.
damn.
Uh-oh.
It's not gonna be good.
It's not
gonna be
It's
bad.
not going to be great.
You might be able to find some drunk ladies who jump through tables that weekend. In other
See,
words,
and that's all I'm
so
looking
listen,
for.
this
guaranteed you will.
She's
They'll
over
jump
here-
through for a
she's over
$50
here-
bill probably at
Shit,
that
They'll
point.
jump through
Shit.
for free.
This podcast
For
will come
free.
out in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
you got a couple weeks to find a new girlfriend.
Oh.
She won't be worried. She's cool. She's in Florida right now actually. So I mean, cool for you, cool for me.
Yeah, that works.
Except
Before this is over, let me shout something out too.
Yeah, of course.
Because
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking about it as I lifted my
Yeah.
hat up.
Please.
You know, we gotta always talk about this too. We got Buffalo Capo. We got the Bills Mafia. Buffalo as fuck. Okay, he's been doing that a while. How I designed this Buffalo Capo thing was this. I got the Godfather body with the buffalo head. And believe me, it sounds easy, but the artist that I paid to do this, he actually drew it like 50 times before I finally found the one I settled on, which is one on my hat. You know, right here.
Him and our designer here.
You know? I told him, I was sending him all types of ideas. I'm like, no, I want it more like the Buffalo Sabres. He's sending me cartoon ones. He's sending
Yeah.
me the shoulders. I'm like, bro, all I need is the Godfather body with the buffalo head. Finally, he hit it. I trademarked it. Sold a bunch of shirts. Had all the greats wearing it. Andre Reed, Rob Ray, of
I've
course,
seen it.
Dion, Zach Moss. After I got it all jumping like that, I had the mascot made.
Yeah.
You know, so we got plans on hopefully this upcoming season. The Bills are going to be pushing a little more. They were supposed to do it this season, but they got a little busy.
Ooh, baby.
They got a little busy. The guy I was dealing with, he got in charge of finding the new stadium, so he got a little tied up with that. But hopefully this season, because everybody who's seen it, nothing against Billy Buffalo, they're like, I'm talking about, they're like, bring him to the Boulevard, the head marketing guy from the Bills. Bring him to the Boulevard. He's there, I'm telling you, old ladies, young men, grown men, guys that are drunk, everybody wanted a picture with him. But now think about Billy Buffalo, nothing against him. Not everybody takes pictures with Billy Buffalo.
No, it's mainly
Right or
young
wrong?
kids.
Right.
No, you're right.
That's
No,
what I'm saying. The
you're 100%.
Mafia guy, everybody. And I'm talking about even when they had the away game.
Because it's a
It's a
mafia guy,
You need
bro.
like a new and
It can't get no more.
improved,
Listen, the biggest Mafia thing in history, as far as entertainment goes, is the movie The Godfather.
Oh God, yeah.
And
Oh,
what is
without
more
a doubt.
Buffalo than a Buffalo? There's no way to beat my mascot as far as Bill's
Is
Mafia
this
goes.
suit like pinstripe?
No, they didn't have pinstripe as an option, but I got an all black suit
Yeah.
just like the Godfather's was. The original Godfather's all black.
Yeah.
And then I also got a royal blue. And the second video we just did for Benny's song, the Bills Mafia Anthem, because we did a new launch this season, he's in the video going crazy and shit too, you know, so
No, it's a
we
genius
incorporated
idea.
it. We
Genius
incorporated
idea.
them. Yeah, it was cool.
It is.
We gotta do a collab.
We're ready.
Times,
We're ready.
Oh
Merch collab.
Oh,
We're ready. And I feel like we're at the point to where the Bills Mafia, they've been picking some, and nothing against nobody, but they're just like, you know, the actual Bill staff, they're so busy with what they got going on. It's like, believe me, they could use Tony or AJ to help design some merch.
Oh, believe
and
me.
that's my goal is once I get in the door, I would like to bring AJ in with us or under us, however we got to call it, to design some shit because I'm telling you, they
That's
could
a
use
power
it.
duo right there.
Yeah. Like for example, too, City Boy designed some jackets. The Pagulas own a factory where they print the merch, they make jackets and stuff. We did some coats. And then if you notice, the Bills Mafia ended up doing coats that were just like ours last season. We designed some BSF coats. They made them, and a few months later, the Bills Mafia, because they could use a little assistance. You know what I mean? They're very busy, and they're like, man, these guys are
I
selling
can't even
this.
imagine.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
bet
like,
that Benny merch was fucking going crazy.
yeah, the collab went crazy. You know, we did the collab 2 seasons in a row. And, you know, last season sold a lot more than this season. This season, I'm going to keep it real because Tone Deniro keeps it real. We had a little hiccup with the DJ this season, man. It's like,
really?
you know, I don't know if he's got, you know, there's sometimes politics, you know, there's some weird shit that goes on in the city and people feel entitled and feel like, you know, let's just get to this. You know, see how when you're in football, you play the season and then off season you still play, you still train,
Of course.
still work, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you got these rappers that feel like they might make one song and be a rapper today, take all the way off,
Drop this
and
album,
then come
get that
back,
check, get
come
that
back,
check.
not even get a check. They're just,
No.
I call it clout chasing. You know,
Okay, yeah.
you know.
I mean, he
call
knows
it
more
clout
than
chasing.
us.
You
Yeah.
know, let's say you make a song about the Buffalo Sabres, and all you got is a song about the Buffalo Sabres. And now next season comes, you didn't do shit, and now here's the next season. Now you made another song about the Buffalo Sabres. Are you an artist, or are you a Sabres advocate? If you're a
I was
Sabres
just gonna say
advocate,
advocate. I was
if
just
you're a
gonna say
Sabres guy,
advocate.
you got to do more for the Sabres than just make one song.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so there's weird shit with DJs with that where they're like, you know, they feel like they're like, hey, I know the Bills are telling me to play this song and play this video, but you know what? I'm not gonna play it because there's other Bills songs too. Why am I giving this guy a favor? It's corny shit. But it's like, you know why you should give that guy to play the song? Because he's the fucking best, and Kim requested him to make it, and he's a real Bills fan,
Yeah.
and his whole crew is.
Yeah.
And it's the Buffalo Cop
That's
Ball
what
in
makes
the building
it-
too,
I'm
man.
sorry.
And Buffalo is fuck.
I mean, this man over here to my left here, he was showing earlier. It was a little bit of back when G Herbo was Lil Herb, and I said, I'm like, Lil Herb, right? And he's like, yeah, like back, like I didn't know they collab back in the day.
So
he
Benny
says-
and G Herbo, yeah.
Benny and G
Way back.
So he said
Benny.
that to me,
So
and I'm like, whoa.
Dude,
like,
yeah, that's
so
our
you're
boy.
talking like back in the day. I'm like that was when he was Lil Herb. I was in high school. I'm like,
Yeah.
Lil Herb was the fucking
before
man.
he was
Like
G
I
Herbo.
love
What was
Lil
it?
Herb
What
before
was
G
it?
Herbo.
Two Chain Benny
Two Chain Benny Man.
Chain Benny.
Benny 2 Chains, yeah.
So Benny 2 Chains, and it was Lil Herb.
And let me tell you, we were just in Cleveland, and it got a little late. We were supposed to go. G Herbo wants Benny and Conway on his upcoming album, but we got there a little late and didn't get
Exclusive shit
to
here.
the studio on time. But that's an exclusive.
Shit.
It's
here.
gonna happen
The
too.
Botch Pod.
You know, so he didn't forget about
The
nothing.
Botch Pod runs it,
Yeah.
baby.
Botch
He didn't
Pod's
forget about
getting,
nothing.
He was saying that.
And that's still there.
He showed that
Shout
earlier.
out to Tony Deniro.
My brother
Shout out
Big
to you.
Jones.
What's up,
Yes,
man,
sir.
bro?
Shout out to all
What up?
the family.
Yes,
If
sir.
y'all with Tony Deniro,
It's a Buffalo
y'all
family,
with a
baby.
superhero.
Yes, sir.
Brother
Y'all
Jones.
with a superhero.
Grown Jones. That's
Oh,
my
we
brother
figured
right
that
there.
by now. We
All
got
right, bro.
that figured out.
Be safe, brother.
I was saying he
I got a
was
question,
showing me
though.
that
I got
earlier.
a question. I don't know if you can release this or not. This is gonna come out
Oh,
after
man.
after
He's
10
always
o'clock.
drunk when he does this shit.
No,
Let's hear it,
Go ahead,
baby.
go
this,
for it.
this is
Go
gonna
for it.
come out after, but
Okay.
what do you know? What features are on Tana Talk for?
I'm gonna give y'all one because it's
Okay.
it's
Yes.
kind of already talked about a little bit, and plus when he drops it, he's dropping the video with the featuring on it. Benny the Butcher, 10 More Crack Commandments, featuring Puff Daddy.
Up, Daddy.
Now,
Puff
a lot
Daddy.
of people might not realize what that means is, first off, 10 More Crack Commandments. The original 10 Crack Commandments is by Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
That is like every hustler loves that because it's just real shit. Biggie Smalls, the king.
Yeah.
Still top 5 dead or alive. This is Biggie Smalls. Rest in peace. And so he did 10 More Crack Commandments. And he didn't, this is how Benny is. He's a natural guy. So I'm sure after he drops 10 More Crack Commandments, people are going to make, more money, more proud. And they're going to come remixing all these old songs. But he didn't go in the booth saying, I'm going to make 10 More Crack Commandments. He went in there, got some ideas together, made some music. And while he's making it, he's like, man, I'm doing 10 More Crack Commandments. Same thing, I'm going to give you another secret. Tyson versus Ali. Another song that's going to be on Tana Talk 4. He went in there. We were in the studio talking about boxing. Tyson, Ali, Floyd. We're talking about boxing.
Yeah, that's a fucking
We're
fight.
talking about talking, just shooting the shit amongst
That's
brothers.
a fucking fight.
Next thing you know, he goes in there and it's just flowing that way. He's just writing what's on his mind. And next thing you know, he says, I'm calling this song Tyson versus Ali. And then after we listen to it a few more times, he's like, I got to get Conway on that song. So Tyson versus Ali, Benny featuring Conway.
Tyson versus Ali. That just
Shout out Conway.
Yeah.
His album
Oh,
just
yeah,
came
of course.
out.
Yeah.
That shit is
God don't make mistakes.
fire.
Yeah,
Conway's
yeah.
real shit.
Sorry,
Conway was
I
awesome.
didn't mean to cut you.
But
No,
honestly,
hell no.
I
right.
didn't either. But
That's
like,
Benny's cousin, so
Conway's.
Yep. Benny, West,
The
and Conway,
fucking man.
they kicked the door down, and Benny took, made everybody happy, made everybody proud. He they brought him in as another assassin, and he completed the mission.
Say, I still have yet to meet Benny, believe it or not. But I haven't.
Conway
I've met
actually-
Conway. I've met Conway like 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
I met him a couple times.
Kicked my door down back in the day.
Oh, Conway did?
Actually, yeah.
Conway.
Yeah, I found out about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Would you piss him off?
What the fuck did you do to
What the
Conway?
What the fuck do you do? That he just come to
Business-
get your fucking
business
door?
You
going
fucking
wrong.
piece of shit.
fucking
What the
asshole.
fuck
Wasn't
did you
even
do
my
to Conway? It probably was your fault.
It was
You're trying to
100%
pull-
your fault. You're probably drunk.
By the way, this is,
You
if this
bastard.
was true, which we're going to say it's not,
It's
it
definitely
was
not.
past 7 years ago, so the statute of limitations is up. So we're not going to say anything wrong took place. He didn't mean it in that way.
Ain't nothing.
He means like, I fuck with you.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I'm looking through your peephole.
But
I'm
Crazy
Conway the
part
guy.
is Tony set it up.
See, now I know
shit.
it's bullshit.
Damn it, the interview's over. I believe it.
It's done. It's
Fuck
done.
this podcast.
Fuck this podcast. No, but yeah, hell yeah, we have fun. So there's a couple secrets for you. 10 More Crack Commandments featuring Puff. He's on there talking shit.
What's that?
He's on there talking shit.
He's looking
And
at-
then you got Conway. So I just gave you 2 little secret tips that's
I like
going
it.
down on Tana Talk 4.
Let's go.
I love it.
And like Benny said, the king is back.
You know what? Hey, the Botch Pod just released a little intel. Only for the Botch Pod? Nobody else
Is
knows?
it,
Nobody knows this.
is it dropping? March 11th?
March 11th.
March 11th?
And we got a whole bunch of Tana Talk 4
We're
listening
this one
parties.
tonight. I could do that. I
Tana
can
Talk
do that.
4 listening parties all over. We're going to be in Chicago. We're going to be in Las Vegas. We're going to be in LA. We're going to be in
Everywhere.
promoters.
Everywhere.
Hit my DM at the real Tony Deniro, and we'll get it booked for you.
Judging by who would fucking know, like judging by like who you are and what you've done, you don't know where the fuck you're gonna be.
Right. We're gonna
You
be
really
all
don't,
over.
because I see
We're
you
really
guys,
booked. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys
We're
are
fucking
everywhere,
booked
man.
like a
Insane.
motherfucker.
You guys
No,
are everywhere.
hey,
Like,
listen.
I look at this
I
asshole.
appreciate you for real taking the time tonight
Seriously.
and hopping on this because I know how busy you are.
No problem. I
insane.
do it for the city,
Seriously.
and I do it for the Bills
It's
Mafia,
insane.
man.
Seriously, thank you so much. We really appreciate
And,
that.
and no bullshit. If I was ever asked who is the leader of the Bills Mafia, I don't give a fuck what fucking cornballs out there saying that they started it. Because you know what? I'm going to keep it real.
Tony to the left is gonna
I'm
get a
not
phone
going to
ring.
lie. If somebody asks me who the leader of the Bills Mafia is,
Who is it?
I'm calling my boy AJ up.
Ooh,
Because you know why? Cheers to AJ. Let's do a cheers to
Let's do
AJ.
cheers.
Cheers to AJ.
Producer's getting in too.
Come on, man.
Come on, intern.
All right. Get intern one, man.
Give him a beer.
Intern, I'll drink the beer after it. But, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
There we go.
Intern.
Don't block the cameras now.
You better not block the cameras, buddy.
Bam, 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 bam. When they ask about the Bills motherfucking Mafia, I'm giving him the title. Because you know why? First of all, no one man could say you created Bills Mafia. Because Mafia, you can never claim that, especially if you ain't Italian. But we love it because it means family. Mafia means family to me, is what Benny says.
Yeah.
So you got that going, right? And then you got the Bills. That's why the Bills had to trademark it, because I looked into this. I looked into, hey, how come no one trademarked the Bills? You can't, because Buffalo Bills owns the Bills name, which is really owned by the NFL.
Yes.
So that's why some people are like, how come the Bills Mafia's merch costs so much? It's because the fucking NFL gets a big chunk of that.
Of course.
You know, if you guys didn't know, the NFL owns every team name except the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry
I didn't
Jones
know
is
that.
the only
Jerry Jones.
is the smartest businessman
He's
ever,
a
and
dog,
they
bro.
said that will never happen again. Jerry Jones is the only one who owns the name. He also
That's also a real rich man.
he also builds fucking stadiums,
He knows what he's
websites. He's badass. But I say that to say, so nobody could ever claim that they started the Bills Mafia, because if you ask me, the Bills Mafia is a bunch of fans that already had love for the Bills that came together and said, we're the Mafia. Like, you can't say you started that. But if they say who's the chairman of the Bills Mafia, Big Tone, right here, I'm looking at you.
Uh-oh.
Tony Deniro
Yes,
from
sir.
Buffalo.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think there's another guy in Buffalo that could fuck with me, especially my skin complexion, all right?
Definitely not.
And when they ask me who the chairman of the Bills Mafia is, I'm going with my man right here. And I'm going to say I gave it to him. And I'm going to tell my boy Dion, who's going to roll with me, I'm going to say, Dion, we're giving it to him. I'm going to say, Benny, he deserves the title. And we're going to give him the title fair and square. Because you know why? He
Yeah.
puts the
Well
work
deserved.
in.
Well
He's in the
deserved.
trenches.
Well
He's
deserved.
designing shit.
He's at
Valid.
every game.
Valid.
Even if it
Valid.
violates trademarks, look at this shit.
Valid.
He is always working. He's
Valid.
Tailgating every game at what?
He's not doing no
6:30,
simple shit. This
7:00?
dude is fucking
Out
working.
there
game,
every
6
game,
a.m.
6
Yeah,
a.m.
Mike on
You
the
know-
can.
Exactly. And you know what
Every
Benny says?
game.
You know what Benny says?
What does Benny say?
One of his songs, he says, they respect it more when the bosses put the work in their self. This guy puts the work in himself.
I'll tell you firsthand. I will tell you firsthand. I've worked with him for about he found us. We used to do YouTube. We still do. Not lately, but we do YouTube. I found this man a year ago. I have never, and I mean never, through YouTube, through social media, through anything, found somebody who works harder than this guy right here. Seriously.
Seriously.
I'm
Always
being
trying to
serious.
make moves,
I have
like, what's the
never, ever. He is always, whether he's sitting there doing nothing, he is talking to somebody, he is getting a message from
He's
somebody.
got the
that-
workman's
so-
mindset.
My thing is,
I have never met anyone.
I
No one.
always feel like I'm the least hardest worker.
No,
In
my
the room.
God,
Different
my
mindset.
God.
No, listen.
My God.
That's my mindset though. Like I
Yeah.
always feel like I
Well,
need to
keep
work
it your
harder
mindset. Keep it your mindset because you do a
than
great job at
everyone
it.
else that I'm around.
I'm telling you right now, keep it your mindset because you do a great job.
Because
at
you
it.
working,
Right.
because you
I
working
have
hard
never-
makes him work harder.
AJ.
Makes me work
I
harder.
have
makes
never,
Max work harder.
AJ, I've
Right.
never met anyone. Like, I did this whole YouTube thing for a while. I did pranks, I did everything.
Uh-huh.
I've never met anyone that, like, you are always on it. Like, you are texting me, bothering me. Hey, you got this, you're doing this, you're doing that,
5
you're doing
a.m.
that.
I'm texting this dude.
This man doesn't sleep.
Dude, that's how I am too. Our brain's always turning.
Like, don't
and
get
we're
me
trying
wrong.
to make sure we make it. Is
Don't
what
get
it
me
is.
wrong, I sleep for like 5 hours
And even
a
when
night.
we make it, we're gonna keep making it.
I
That's
see-
why he's very interested in the Barstool guys. I want to introduce him to Big Cat.
Yeah.
Here's another secret I'm gonna drop here.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna
The
drop another
botch
secret.
pot, the botch
Okay.
pot.
Botch pot. Botch
I
pot
want
is
to let you guys know. I told you about the big sports firm that meet Benny City Boy and Jake.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you, we bought a boxing ring probably over a year ago now. We spent $10,000 on this boxing ring. We've done nothing with it. But, well, Big Cat was here. He did a song with Benny called
We've seen it. We saw it.
To the Bank. What is it called?
I
The
don't
Bank.
know.
It's called The Bank or something, but his whole crew, shout out them. They killed it on the video design. We loved it. Them guys are great guys, Big Cat and his whole crew. And while he was here, he's like, man, I had a meet and greet. He's like, I'm not kidding. The line was probably 2 hours long. These people waiting to meet me. And all of them want me to start doing my fights here. Like, there's so many people that just wanted to be a fighter for one of my fights. I'm like, yo, we got the ring. We got our friends at the Native Reservation where we don't have to follow the rules.
Yes, sir.
Let's fucking go out
Let's
to the
fucking
ring,
boy.
our fucking ring,
Wait,
and
boys.
get it done,
Boys,
barstool style,
Could
man.
we maybe get a rough and rowdy in Buffalo?
Oh, I'll fight
We
somebody.
will.
We get a rough
We
and
will. And guess
rowdy
what?
in Buffalo.
I tell
fighting
you
somebody?
who's going to be involved is my
Oh,
man.
he has
That's the main event.
He
That's
has
main
to be.
event.
As long as
I
I
want to fight.
just let me get on the mic once.
Dude,
and
what
just
about
let
all
me
them
go.
kids
It's
that
gotta
you
be-
whoop ass in football? This dude, remember he
Sully.
plays football?
Oh.
AJ, Buffalo AF, Sully Odell, main event.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
but keep in
God.
mind, this kid's got to respect who you are because you're going to be putting him on the mat by fighting him.
Yeah,
And
facts.
that's going back to the Floyd Mayweather Jake Paul thing. Like what
Yeah.
you're saying about the thing
Yeah.
is, I think even if Floyd did want to delay him on some money, I think he deserves it because he didn't give Floyd the respect he should have.
No,
And that's
he
a
just-
lot of this thing called life is about respect. Because
Yeah.
if you don't give someone the proper respect, he's gonna make it hard for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what goes on. We deal with that every day. Certain people don't give us our proper pat on the back. We don't need it, but give somebody their proper respect. Give them their flowers if you want to call it flowers. Give them the respect.
Mhm.
And guess what?
It does
we
mean
might be
something.
able to go somewhere together.
Right,
We might
right.
be able to help you or help us.
I think
and help each other.
I personally
You know?
think maybe him and I should fight.
No, you
we
can never
in?
fight a friend.
Are we
Because,
in?
you know, I mean, me personally, I can never fight a friend because if I'm in a fight, I don't want to take a loss,
See,
and I might be trying to pull a high
I'm a
kill.
lover. I'm a lover.
Yeah, never fight a
I'm
friend.
a lover.
Never
Not
fight
a,
a friend.
I'm a lover, not a
Because you got to
fighter.
give it your all, and that might be you inside, like,
I'm
I
a
got to
lover.
kill this guy.
Yeah. I'm a
lover.
You don't want to ever fight a friend, man.
I'm a lover, man.
So fight your biggest competitor.
I would never do that.
Somebody who talked behind your back and you know about it. You got to fight someone like that. Like, this bitch talked about me and thinks I don't know it.
Like, if I get in the ring, I'm going Tyson. I'm biting ears. I'm fucking. I'm twisting dick. I don't give a
You're
fuck.
twisting dick? What the fuck?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to win.
I'm winning.
You're right. You're right.
I'm winning. I don't give a
Fuck it.
fuck.
And like I said, you got to pick the right one because guess what? I fuck with AJ. So if he don't like somebody, I pretty much I'm gonna go off his word and be like, you know, if you don't like him, I don't like him. And I always expect people
So
to
right
feel the
off the
same way
rip,
with
right
me.
off the rip, right off the rip. AJ's got Tony in his corner. He's got Benny in his corner.
Yo, listen, I'll really be in his
Got
corner.
Dion
I'll
in
really
his
be in his
corner.
corner. Tell him too. Wake up. Get back in the game.
Get
Go
in
tear
there.
his fucking head off. Treat him like
Get
a
in
New
there.
England Patriot.
Give him the bucket.
Treat him like motherfucking Pat
The
Mahomes.
second,
Get
the
your
second,
ass up
the
and go
second
get
you
him.
say something like that, this man is like, whoa, okay.
Snaps in the character.
He'll snap into
I'm
it.
into
Motherfucker.
it.
Macho Man
into
Randy
it.
Savage.
Treat his
Yes,
face
sir.
like a
Snap
plastic
into a
table.
slim Yes.
Oh, man. I
Man,
love
guys,
it.
it was great tonight,
love
man.
it.
And
Thank
you know,
you
one
so
more
much.
time, shout out our boys here.
Shout
at
out
the
Luxor
Luxor.
for having us.
were
Winsburg
just in,
and Maine, baby.
Exactly. We were just all in Cleveland for the All-Star game at a Meek Mill Yo Gotti party, and Unc from Luxor was there with us.
Awesome. Good.
You
Really?
know? Hell yeah.
Awesome. Really?
Absolutely. It was
Shout
fun
out
times.
for them letting us
Shout
use
out our
their
boy
Awesome
Deion
restaurant
Dawkins.
and everything.
Oh, yeah. Dion, definitely a big
Shout out BSF. Shout out Big Sports Firm. Shout out Buffalo Capo.
Big
Shout out
BSF.
Buffalo as fuck.
This man's
And guess what?
slamming.
Hang on. Shout out our new wheat company we got called Big Smoke Farm. Again, it's BSF. You know, that's carrying the Buffalo.
Whole lot of BSF here. Shit, boys.
Butcher's Breath.
Might have
Uh,
to dabble into that.
Shout out our boys at Shaman Medicinal. They're out at the Tonawanda Res, which is out by Clarence.
Okay.
Out on
Okay.
Basum, out in Basum,
Okay.
New York.
See, we're closer to the
Angola one?
Res,
Angola
yeah.
Res
Because
here.
we got out there, we got the Native Hypermart.
Okay.
Native Hypermart.
Native Hypermart.
You
Shout
guys
out
got
Ruby
product
out
there?
there.
You guys
Yep,
got
yep,
product there?
Buffalo.
What's the name of the product? Seriously.
It's called
'Cause
the Butcher. It's
I mean,
Benny's Buffalo.
I'm about like 4 minutes from there, like 5 minutes from there.
Let me tell you her address real quick because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is a good
seriously.
friend of
No, it
ours.
comes
This
in
is
like
our
a
family.
special-
Seriously, because
like-
yes,
I've
like,
seen it before. It comes in like
Let
a
me tell you.
special Benny bag and shit.
Yeah, it's the Benny
Yeah.
Buffalo.
It's good shit.
the producer over here.
Okay, so Shaman Medicinal is on 988 Bloomingdale Road in Basin, New York, right?
Yeah.
His wife, Ruby, she's over at 11325 Southwestern Boulevard, Irving, New York, Cattaraugus Indian Reservation. You go to there, it's called Native Hypermart. She's got the Benny's brand of Buffalado.
Okay. This guy
You know.
right here smokes a lot of weed.
Ooh,
The
okay.
producer smokes a lot.
Now,
of
I'm not
weed.
gonna lie. The natives, you got to deal with the natives because I tell you what, they got the cheat code. Their family with us.
Do they?
For
They
the
are
gas,
very
if
nice.
you need gasoline, my boy Cody at the Cat Res has got good gas.
Yes,
Cat
sir.
Res,
Cat
cheapest
Res, baby,
gas is
Cat
where we
Res.
go.
Yeah, Cody's
yeah,
my boy.
yeah.
He's got a. There's also a.
We got some broads waving at us. Want to wave to them?
Yes. So
Hookers.
one more
Love 'em.
thing is because I got to shout out my boy
Botch
Chase.
pod.
He's got 438 Music Group. He's a Native American rapping. I'm doing a little bit of work with him. He's working hard. Chase, he's a party guy. He loves partying, so his music is more about partying and popping bottles, which is a little different.
Yeah.
But it's necessary. You need that in the club to
Right,
get you
right.
jumping.
You
So
need
shout
that.
out Chase, 438 Music Group. Shout out Cody for the gas. Cat Res. Shout out Ruby, Native Hype Mark. Shout out Jesse over at the whole other Res in Clarence out that way. But these are all family.
Yeah.
These are our family. Like, we only deal with family, man.
What about yourself? Shout yourself out.
Shout out Big Tony Deniro, Big BSF in this motherfucker. My fam owns Lenovo Pizzeria. They're like the first in Buffalo. They're
Wait,
what did you just
say?
What did you just say?
What did you just say?
Okay, hang on. Let me tell y'all a
Say it
little
one more
Lenovo
time.
history. Lenovo Pizzeria. There's one on West Ferry.
That's
There's
my
one on Main
fucking
Street.
favorite.
Okay, so
the best
listen.
pizza
Let me
in
tell y'all something, because
It is the best
the
pizza,
Pizza
and I have been on
Expo is
record.
coming up in Vegas. We're gonna be there. Benny, Dion, myself. We're gonna be in Vegas at the Pizza Expo. Everybody goes to this Pizza Expo who's like a big time guy, like
Yeah.
Pizza Hut there, Sbarro's, anybody who's real big in the pizza world.
Papa John's gonna be there.
Papa
That's all
John's will be
chain,
there.
though.
Now, mind you, Lenovo's, this is a secret a lot of people don't know. Lenovo's ships wings and supplies wings to Sbarro's and a lot of places. They have a big wing shipping part of the
Okay,
business that nobody
okay.
knows about. Because wings were created in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So, to tell y'all another little history, Buffalo, Lenovo's Pizza specifically, at this big pizza expo, when they're making their announcements, they recognize Lenovo's being the first pizzeria to combine a pizza with the chicken wing. You know, it's normal to us here in Buffalo.
Right.
Pizza and wings.
Pizza
It's a
and
party.
wings,
Get
yeah.
the pizza and wings. But out of town, it's becoming normal, but they never knew like where it came from. But it's like Lenovo's did that, And
I'm
we-
telling you, I have been on record. Like, listen, I'm not just saying this for this podcast. I have been on record, whether it's a podcast or a fucking video. I have been on record multiple times saying Lenovo is my
Yeah, I've been
fucking
eating
favorite.
Lenovo since I was a
Lenovo
kid.
is
And my dad used to
the
take me there to
fuck
that place.
best.
And anybody who's famous, they've been there. Whether
Yes.
it's Mike Rappaport, Barack Obama,
Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Joe Montana, Pete
Lenovo.
Rose.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
what do you want to know? The
Yes.
Sopranos.
Lenovo.
The
Lenovo's
barbecue
the fucking
wings.
shit.
And let me tell y'all something. What's different about Lenovo's?
Yeah. Please.
Big Unc, aka Mr. Joe, at St. Joseph's Day, which is an Italian holiday, he's got the biggest layout, and he gives food away for free to everybody in the neighborhood. I mean, when you go there, there's, there might be judges there might be lawyers there might be sheriffs there might be Big Russ Salvatore there. Shout out Big Uncle Russ.
Yeah, okay.
Because all the best of Buffalo deal with each other. So on St. Joseph's Day, the Italian holiday, he has the greatest layout. Huge, big, long card tables. Mike Pekka, Baby Joe Macy,
Yeah.
all your favorite Buffalo guys, passing out food to people who are in need for free. Like, I'm talking about lasagna, all types of shit, not the regular pizza. On St. Joseph's Day, he gives them Italian dishes. So he gives back is what I was getting to. He sponsors, you see, they sell slices at the stadium, the Sabres, all that, costs money and stuff, and he does it for the city and contributes, and, he does a lot. Same thing with Russ Salvatore, shout him out, because he does a lot of donating. Years ago when they used to black the games out and say, hey, you can't watch the Bills game unless we sell this many tickets. Russ used to go buy the tickets just to get the game on the TV.
Yep.
I'm giving the people Buffalo history right here, because I want you to support the people who try to help you.
Yeah,
Support
no,
the-
you're right.
And,
No,
and
you're
again,
right.
the
From
family
your own
shit, you know what I
You're
mean?
right, you're right.
Best of Buffalo,
It's a
that's
big
what we talk
community here.
about. That's what we
Damn.
talk about.
Salvatore's and Lenovo like related at all?
I think not directly, but really just through the love of Buffalo and just being a small town and
Yeah.
having the same game plans. Like if you read Russell's got a book. You read Russell's book and it's just Buffalo history and it's a secret blueprint. I never really read either, but That's one book I actually read.
When do you have time to read? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
My man Tony.
Russ started at a selling just pizzas on the east side because there's two groups of Italians. You got the Sicilians that were on the west side, and then you got the Italians that were on like the east side, years ago. And he started selling pizzas. I gotta tell you all this quick story.
Yeah.
He started selling pizzas, and then he moved out to Trans Road, got a deal on a building, and some customers came there. He used to park nice cars out front, so they're like, "Oh, this place might have some stuff going on."
Yeah.
That's why you still see that motto like of a nice car out there.
Yeah.
So some of his customers from the east side came out there, and they're like, they went in there thinking they were gonna order pizza, and they're like, he doesn't have it on the menu no more. It's steak and lobster and stuff like that. And he was like, man, it kind of hurt him, but he had to stick with his motto. Like, I wanted to go high end and go to another market. And hey, I love y'all, but I'm trying to expand and stuff like that. And you see what it did for him. It turned into a hotel and,
Oh, God, yeah.
everything. And he's just a very generous guy, as most Italian people are.
Yeah.
Cool. For the city.
For the city, baby.
For the Bills Mafia, too.
All right, boys. I think we're about ready to wrap it up here.
Wrap it up. Shout out to all the best of Buffaloes, man.
We're here with the Botch Pod.
Shout
Tony
out
Deniro,
Big
thank
Toe.
you so much.
Thank y'all, man.
Seriously, thank you so much.
We fuck with
Whatever
y'all.
we got going. Thank you so much.
We fuck with y'all to the
Seriously.
fullest, man. Big time.
Seriously, Tony.
Rock on.
Bills Mafia all the
Bills
way.
fucking Mafia, and guess what?
Super
We're
Bowl
going to
this
the
year.
fucking Super
Going to the
Bowl.
bowl.
Yes,
And we're
sir.
going to be riding with the Bills. And if someone gets fucking stupid when we're out of town at the championship game, we're fucking slapping them just like Dion.
sir.
Oh, hang on. Just like Stephon Diggs shouldered
Yes,
that little
sir.
bitch. He's lucky I didn't
Yes,
run out that field and
sir.
fuck him up. That fucking
Don't
Kansas
fuck
City
with the
Chiefs
mafia.
bitch ran out there and tried to run the Buffalo thing.
Little
He's
bitch.
lucky I didn't
Don't
find his
fuck with
ass
the
and fuck his
mafia.
ass up, man.
Find yourself in that.
We're
Shout
here
out
at the
Stephon
Botch
Diggs
Pod.
shoulder blasting that bitch, and then Dion throw his fucking shoe in the field. Dion threw his shit in the crowd. Like, get the fuck out of here,
saw
man.
that.
And if he's listening to this, man, I'll slap the shit out of you with your jersey on, and I'll fucking make you wear a Bills jersey, bitch.
Yo, thank you guys so much for listening.
Love y'all,
This
man.
has
I'm a
been the
good
Botch
guy,
Pod.
man.
Yeah, shit. Botch
Peace.
Pod.
Thank you.